Thank you, Sam.
All right, folks, even though we're a couple of weeks past, St. Patrick's Day, actually a couple of months past St. Patrick's Day, you wouldn't have guessed it by looking around here. We have so much green.
Got a lot of green.
Waiting for a parade to break out here, but our healthy leprechaun has brought us some green things to consume here. But before we start talking about this green stuff here, how's your series going?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's So What the Fork. Is that So What the Fork, Doug?
You say that now. People at home went, what did she just say?
Exactly. SoWhatTheFork.com is where you go to sign up for my series, which is called What the Fork. And I have 5,044 people signed up. That was as of this morning.
So people are excited about this.
As
they should be.
Yes, and I was just thrilled. And they are from literally all over the world. You can tell by people's email addresses that they're from different countries, and it's awesome.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's going really, really well. So we're only about 10 days in, so if the viewers at home want to get on the train, if you go to SoWhatTheFork.com and sign up, and you can listen to the rest of the days of the people who haven't spoken yet, and then I have a replay. So we'll do it at the end. So
all right.
Yeah, I hope that people.
And this will continue for how long?
It will go through the end of the month.
All right.
So yeah, jump on the train. It's completely free, and there's a lot of really, really good information. So.
Wonderful. And you have some information for us this morning involving green vegetables.
Yes, exactly. Well, farmers market's starting to roll into season,
Yes.
and the greens aren't all completely all available now, but I wanted people to be aware and be thinking, because the time to learn about something is before you need to know the information.
Okay.
So let's talk about greenery. Now, a lot of times people think, oh, iceberg lettuce and that type of thing, but there's a world of options and things that you can do. So I brought along an array, just a tray to kind of give you some sampling. Now, everybody knows that kale is the darling of the green world.
Right now,
Kale. But a lot of people think that kale looks like one thing. So you might be familiar, for example, with this kind of kale, a curly kale. And so that would be something that you think, and that this is used oftentimes to make kale chips.
Right.
But what you might not realize is there's other kinds of kale. That is a purple curly kale. This is a green curly kale. They have slightly different flavors. They look a little bit different in your dish.
What, is one a little more bitter than the other?
I feel like that one you're holding right now is more bitter.
I find this one to be more bitter. Yes, correct. And the other thing is that they look different. Like, for example, well, this is a completely different kind. This is called lacinato, or dinosaur kale. I like this kale for things like salad.
Okay. Because it looks like dinosaur skin.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
Where
weird.
this one,
Yeah.
the curly kale, is better for things like for chips, because it holds all of the sauce or
Right.
the coating that you're putting in there, and
Sure.
it doesn't get as flat. So this will stay, it'll keep a crunch to it
All right.
when you chew on it. So the thing about it, if you look at a recipe and it just simply calls for kale, do a little research and find out what kind of kale, for example, would work best. So that would be one option. You can just keep.
Now,
it.
are these readily available at stores right now beside farmers
Yes,
market?
these I bought at a store, and Farmers Market will carry these. Our local vendors, aren't they beautiful? We've got decor.
They are pretty.
Our local vendors will be carrying all of these kinds of things. So anything that I'm talking about today, you'll be able to get
find locally.
fresh downtown. Yep. Okay. So then this is another wonderful one.
Rhubarb.
No, that's
What?
yeah, that's the cameraman said the same thing. No, this is Swiss chard.
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 Okay.
Yes. And so this has a flavor. To me, it tastes a little bit, and I'll let you tear off a little leaf if you want to try it. It tastes to me a little bit like spinach, but it's got a little bit more bitter than spinach.
Well, a lot more bitter than spinach.
Ooh, bitter
lot more
spinach.
Bitter spinach, okay. So speaking of spinach, spinach a lot of times will come loose. It also comes in a plant with the roots on it. So if you want to get rid of the bitter taste of the chard, that is sweet.
Now we eat spinach.
But if we want to go the other way,
Feel my muscle.
oh my gosh,
Woo.
yeah, you're amazing. The other
Yeah, that's good.
The other end of the spectrum is arugula, which we know is a bitter green.
Right.
So the thing about to remember with this is, it's not just eat your greens. It's eat your greens changes the flavor up of the various dishes that you do.
Is it okay to mix
Yes,
these
yes.
up? If you're dealing with different kinds levels of bitterness and things like that, it's okay to.
That's what I really like to do,
Mix it up,
because
okay.
for me, an entire bowl of something like arugula or an entire bowl of something simply like chard is a little much.
A little too much.
And then there are certain greens that are really like mustard greens, for
Yeah.
example. Another green.
Those are good with bacon. Bacon greens. You fry them up in bacon.
I've heard that. Also good with bacon would be collard greens.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
I didn't realize they were that big.
These are very big, and these are very mature collard greens. To be honest with you, these are not ones that if I were at Farmer's Market I would buy.
Why?
I would buy their younger.
The smaller ones?
Yes.
Oh, okay, you
Tender,
buy
more
them, but
tender.
not at this.
Correct.
Age and
Not at this
size.
age.
Okay.
These are big, and these are going to be a little bit tougher. They've got they're a little bit reedier, and when you break them, I don't know if you can be able to hear this.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty tough.
Yeah.
So you do have to either cook these or somehow break down the cell walls.
Okay.
And I do that with acid, like lemon juice, and some salt. And the most common one would be romaine.
Right.
Most people are familiar with this. So I made you a salad. I mixed up a variety of the greens. I went
Okay.
easy. I went more with the sweeter greens and a little less on the bitter, although I did put some arugula. So you have arugula, spinach, romaine, and then on the top, because I know you guys like them, my homegrown sunflower seed sprouts.
Yeah.
Sunflower seed sprouts.
These are
that's
always so
right.
Yes,
fun.
yes.
Okay.
So the key is, so you're getting a whole bunch of great nutrition
Mm-hmm.
in that little bowl. I made you 2 salad dressings. You can try either or both. The beet dressing on the right
Okay.
is a low-fat dressing. I only use 1 tablespoon of olive oil in there to make about 8 servings. That is cooked beets. You buy them already cooked. I buy them already cooked at Costco. It's a lot less work. And some blueberry vinegar. So that's slightly sweet, but not
Okay.
terribly sweet. And it's what I like about it's low fat or no fat. And then on the left-hand side is a basil, a honey mustard basil, and that one has got sweetness to it because there's honey in it.
Okay.
I say the beet one is very beety.
Well,
Yes.
Not that that's not a necessarily bad thing.
And so if you like
I'm
beets,
doing
and
both.
I love it.
Ooh, I love the green.
Okay.
Love the green. Okay, I'm going green. Green on green.
I
No,
like
it's not
them-
easy being green.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It
And
is when it tastes good,
combining them is a great idea, Lou. So I think it's a really nice way to get more
All over my
greens
face.
into your tree. That's why we have a napkin for you. It's
That is really good. The
Isn't
beet
that-
one is really good.
Very fresh.
Right.
Nothing beats fresh like than buying, a salad already made up in a bag.
Exactly.
It's never going to taste like this.
And here's what the reason I didn't put anything else in it was because sometimes we start thinking about salads and you think, oh, it's so much work. Oh, I've got to have so many vegetables.
Right.
Oh, but simply using greens, if you use a dressing that's really nice and you think about the greens that you buy, think about the nutrition that you're getting and the cost. It's a low-cost thing. When the greens are in season, it's a great value.
Take advantage of them. Now, if people want to get
Exactly.
more information, what's the easiest way?
You would go to fork-road.com, drop me an email at info@fork-road, or give me a call. My phone number's on the website.
And also get signed up for your podcast, too.
So what the fork?
Love it. There it is, folks. So get it through the end of the month, and it is absolutely free. Wonderful. Great job, as always.